Hey YouTube, this is my Blackwing deck. It's what I'm running right now since I'm not too comfortable with quick draw and I don't really have to borrow much to play it. So, here you go. It's Gale, everyone runs it. Dark Arm, same thing. Bayou, same thing. Uh, Double Blizzard, people try to run 3, it gives you dead hands. I don't really like him that much. He's worth running 2 though, but like, if you have Oppression up, he's not easily live unless you have Whirlwind, and like, you just don't want to draw him opening turn a lot. He's better to draw like mid-late game. 3 Kalut. It lets you run over bigger monsters, like let Shura go through things, push for games sometimes with Sirocco's and Boras. Obviously, Kalut's just like a good card to run, but I usually side one out a lot against a lot of decks. Um, 3 Bora. Again, he's good too. Like, he lets you go for game. He's a good search off of Shura for Whirlwind and lets you search more stuff. He can special like with Gale and stuff and start to make synchros and give you enough darks for Dark Arm. That sort of stuff. 3 Shura. Obviously, he's like the best Blackwing. He gets you Vayu or Gale to make a synchro, or combos with Gale to make Silverwind and Armor Master, or Silverwind and Stardust or something. And he's just overall good, big, like he's big, that sort of stuff. Triple Sirocco. Um, Sirocco is good. Like, I originally, like, I remember back in Darkstrike format, I only ran 2, and I never thought of why to run 3, and I still don't really know the answer to that, but, I mean, I guess, like, you would say Vayu, but Sirocco, he's good, but he's not too good, but I guess, like, running 3 is still right. Um, Whirlwind, obviously, Reborn, Dark Hole. Some people don't run True Nade, I have no idea why. Lets you push for game, lets you get through pushes of just like normal pushes, that sort of stuff. 2 Duality. I didn't really notice the difference between 2 and 3, so I just wouldn't run 3. Like, it just seems like it'd give you dead, like, duality sometimes if you open more than one and you want to go off soon, and that sort of stuff. 2 MST. I like MST and Blackwings. A lot of people also don't run it. It lets you, like, hit their stuff to, because, like, people are always like, oh, MST sucks this format, they set a bunch of backfield, everything, but, I mean, like, that doesn't always happen. People sometimes do only open with, like, 1 or 2 backfield, and it lets you get rid of that stuff, and, like, also it's good against Gravekeepers, hits Necro Valley. Gravekeepers are actually a good deck. People underestimate them right now, but they're definitely doing something right now. Like, they're like, oh, it was a fluke, they want to jump, but it's not. So yeah, 3 books. Book is definitely really good defense right now. Gets through 7 tools, trap stun, chainable, stops synchros, stops, attacking for game, lets your Shuras get over things. The list goes on. No reason not to run triple book. Sometimes, what I see a lot is decks that run cards for Black Feathers usually run things like the 3rd Blizzard, just making it more inconsistent. Cards for Black Feathers isn't good draw power. It's like, it just makes your hands awkward and leaves you with no monsters, and they usually have to take out a book from what I see to put it in, and book is definitely not worth that sacrifice. And for my traps, there's Oppression, Mirror Force, Solemn, 7 tools. All of these cards are staples really in Blackwings except for 7 tools. You might notice that there's not Torrential, and I don't really like Torrential. I mean, it's better in other formats, but in this one, if people are making a huge push, they're always cold waving or true nading first, and it's never really gonna be a plus. It's never actually too good. I'd rather have 7 tools to stop things like trap stun, pushes, and that sort of stuff, so my other backfields can still be live. Uh, 2 warnings. I like warning. I would run 3 if life point deduction like not to sound like a noob, but it wasn't so like annoying. Like honestly, sometimes you do draw dead warnings because of 7 tools and oppression and stuff, but it's definitely a good card. Bottomless, I think it's more like it's on the same level as warning. It can stop things that warning can't, and vice versa. So I think 2 of each is pretty good. 3 Icarus. Blackwings should love Icarus. Especially because of me, I always draw Vi first turn, and it gets really annoying. But Icarus turns like everything into a plus when you try to bait out their bottomlesses and stuff. It's a really good card. My side deck is 3 Cyber Dragon. He kills Machinas, kills Karakuris and stuff. Good beater against Gravekeepers, just overall good card. Crow helps in the quick draw matchup. Vanisher, he's a pretty good generic side deck card, especially against things like X-Sabers and plants. Reaper, good against anti-meta, X-Sabers, that sort of stuff. Nobleman, good against the Gravekeepers and plants. Deep Prison is good against Glads and anti-meta. And I have Torrential, 7 Tools, and Shadow Mirror. Those are not really supposed to be here, they're probably filler. I'd probably rather side Thunder Kings and like a Veiler maybe. I don't know. My friend has my Veiler right now. For my extra I have 2 Chimera attacks, Worm, Colossal, Stardust, Darken, Silverwind, Armor Master, Black Rose, Armed Wing, Brio, Goyo, Android, and Cathester. The only one that I think needs an explanation is Worm over Scrap Dragon. Worm lets you do things like with Blizzard, Collude, and Bora to get 3 darks really fast for Worm, so if you pushed like an earlier turn with Bora, then you can probably have game with Dark Arm and Worm. And Scrap Dragon just usually gets outclassed by Darken in like every way, so there's really no point. And the second Chimera tech over, I guess, I don't even know what people would run over that, but I know for a fact that some people don't run 2 Chimera techs. Chimera tech is really good. Machinas are actually a tough matchup for this deck, so I'd probably run 2. And yeah, that's all I have for now, so bye.